Welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie here. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, and if you've been subscribed for a while, thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to leave a comment and share this video with all your friends. So as you guys know, I had my baby boy Levi 5 weeks ago, and so that makes me 5 weeks postpartum. And as you guys know, life after birth really changes. My life has completely changed. I used to be able to have all my time to myself and kind of, I move really slow. I kind of move at my own pace. And now with a baby, things have really shifted. And I am so blessed to have my baby boy. Really, it's a huge blessing, but it's a blessing that comes with a lot of responsibility, and it requires so much strength. And guess what? You can't grab that strength from your own self. You can't grab the strength from your spouse. You cannot grab it even from friends. You can get help from them and everything, which I'm really thankful for, but the strength to be able to raise this little baby and feed him and guide him and be patient with him, that all comes from God. And so throughout this journey, I've really had to rely on God like literally like never before. I guess I'll tell you guys that last week I decided to kind of take a social media fast because I was feeling very overwhelmed. I was having feelings like I am not good at this. I'm not a good mom. I felt like, I just felt like all these negative thoughts, these discouraging thoughts, and what made it worse was it was hard to pray because now all my time is going to the baby and I can't fit like prayer in. I can barely fit prayer in. I had like 2-minute prayer here, 2-minute prayer there, 1-minute prayer, a Jesus there, and I couldn't find time to spend time with God, and that made it so hard. And so there was one day where I was with the baby, and man, this day was tough because he was just crying. That's him right here because he's supposed to be taking a nap, but tell me more. Yeah, so he just makes a whole bunch of noise while he's sleeping, which I did not know this about babies. But there was one day, right, it was a Saturday, and my sister was here, my husband was here. They were both upstairs, and I was with the baby downstairs. I woke up really early in the morning to feed the baby, change his diaper, put him down for a nap. And he was just fussing, crying, wailing, and I was getting so frustrated to the point where like I just felt like I felt like a depression honestly came over me. Like all of these thoughts just started rushing in. Like I just began to cry. Baby's crying, I'm crying. I just began to cry, and I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I can't do this. This is too hard. Literally, that's how I felt. I said, I cannot do this. This is too hard. I said, Lord, where are you? Because I'm not, I don't see where you're in this. Honestly, that's how I felt. I said, I don't see where you're in this. And I remember I was crying in such a way that I didn't want my husband or my sister to know that I was crying. I didn't want them to know that I was having a rough morning. Later that day, a friend of mine, and she had no idea how I was feeling. I don't really, put that kind of stuff on my Instagram or anything. And my friend texted me and she said, hey, I had a vision of you crying. You look drained and overwhelmed and just over it. And I want you to know that it's going to get better. I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. So God, you do listen to me? You listen to me, God. And I was like, wow. God didn't forget about me. And God is there. He's with me. He is with me. And so I just felt so encouraged. And when she sent me that, I said to myself, like, okay, I need to get back into prayer. Like, the only way this child is going to survive is if his mama is connected to the Lord. Like, because he needs a mom that is happy. He needs a mom that is spiritually in line with the Lord, spiritually in line with the Spirit of God. And so that's why I said to myself, I'm taking a break. I need to connect back with God. And thankfully, I had connected with some people on Instagram who, one of them went through postpartum depression, and the Lord delivered her, and so she encouraged me. And I just talked to so many moms, and their main thing was like prayer and grace, asking God for grace and asking him for strength. And so that's what I'm learning, is that the only way to get through this season is through holding on to God. And I think that's with anything in life. Whatever you're doing in life, whether you are on some kind of assignment, or whether it be your job, or whether it be your family, or school, rely on the strength of the Lord. Before you take a test, before you study, all those things, pray. Because when I didn't have time to pray, I was weak, and just going down like this dark drain. But then on the days where I just find time while I'm pumping, while I'm breastfeeding, just waking up earlier than my baby to spend time with God, just finding those windows and prioritizing those windows to be with God, to be in the Word, that is what is helping me so much in this season. Like, there's just this strength that comes over me like no other. And I'm not gonna lie, there are still hard days. There's definitely still hard days, and I'll kind of explain that, why it's been hard. Just imagine being up through the night and then having to function all day to take care of your baby. Imagine all your time being spent with your baby, and you're trying to take care of them, but you also have to take care of you so you can take care of them. But time, like, I think that's been the hardest thing for me, is just the time factor, because literally my schedule is feed baby, breast pump, change his diaper, put him to sleep. Once he goes to sleep, I have like 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour to choose something to do. I can clean, I can rest, I can find something, but it just becomes really difficult. And being a mother and the job of motherhood is a blessing. I think it reaps a reward that no other earthly job could ever even top, but something that is so interesting is, like, being a mom, I realized that I can't just call off. I can't just say, oh, hey, so-and-so, do you want to take my shift? Like, I have to show up. Like, this is not something that you can half. When I was in college, I used to half my exams, study for 10 minutes, then go and take the exam. That's not something that I can do with this baby. Like, he needs the full package of me. And so I can't cut corners with this baby. Like, I can't skip a feeding. I can't skip a pumping, because that will affect something, There's certain things that I really desire for him to be healthy and things like that. And I have to stick to, my goals with this baby. And, yeah, that's something that motherhood, you can't cut corners. I mean, you shouldn't be hard on yourself, but like, you can't just say, oh, I'm gonna leave the baby in his dirty diaper for 5 hours and just leave him like that. Like, no, you can't, and so that has been difficult, because you always have to be on. By the grace of God, I have had help, and help helps a lot. So with help, my sister came, my mother-in-law came, and that allowed me time to just, like, have some leisure time, to kind of do what I want to do. And but it's interesting, because even when you have help, you can still be depressed, you can still be sad. So there were moments where I was still sad. I was very emotional, I had like just different thoughts of like, I can't do this, I can't do this. But the moment I began like really like just praying and relying on God, that's when things just began to change. Things are becoming a little easier for me. And you know, God is so good because he sees me and he sends people to give me comforting words. And so God is awesome, and I've been promoted and elevated to this new job, and I feel so like I'm not equipped, but God is the one who equips me. And if I even go a day without calling unto him, then it's not gonna go too well, you know. Went ahead and kind of wrote down some of the things that I've been going throughout this postpartum. And so hopefully I can kind of tell you guys a little bit. I just want to talk about the things that have been a little difficult. My son is right here because as soon as I wanted to start recording, he woke up from his nap. Okay, so someone asked me like if I had any insecurities, and I didn't really feel insecure about my body until someone said something. And you know, I was told to like wear like a band to keep my belly down, and that hurt me because I was like, you know, I just had a baby. I'm not thinking about losing weight right now. I'm just thinking about healing. I'm just thinking about making it through. I'm thinking about recovering. So that did cause a bit of an insecurity, you know, when I look at my old pictures when I was skinny and then looking at myself now, you know, my face is a little bit more chubby. You know, sometimes that does make things pretty difficult. And just like adjusting to this new normal of having a baby. You know, there was once a time where I wake up at any time I want. I go take a shower anytime I want. I clean whenever I want. I go out like just like that, you know. I don't have to bring a purse. I don't have to bring anything. I just go out whenever I want. Go to Target. Don't go to Walmart. Don't have to worry about it. But now it's like I've got a little prince stuck to me, and I have to kind of find out how to embed him into my life. And he's priority, you know. But I got a life too, okay? You know, and we gotta take care of ourselves so that we can take care of our baby. So kind of figuring out how to do that. Yeah, there are times where I felt like really helpless and overwhelmed, as I told you guys. And I've had to learn how to multitask, so just doing two things at the same time. Like one of the things that I started doing once I saw that like my prayer life was going down, like while I was breast pumping milk, I'll bring out my Bible or I'll turn on worship music and I'll start worshiping while I'm doing that. So, you know, it's been kind of a journey learning how to multitask. I didn't know how to do it the first week. But I'm learning how to do it. Now it's the 5th week, and I think I'll get better as the weeks go on. Also, this is a time where I have to work extra hard at my marriage because now we've got our little buddy, and he's taking both of our attention. Like right now, you see, I'm trying to talk to you guys, and he's just in his own world, making noise. But, yeah, so that has been a thing. And also breastfeeding and pumping is a full-time job. That's something that nobody told me, that it's a full-time job. Like if you're doing, the most that you're doing in the day is breastfeeding. Like right now, I have to start breastfeeding him in about 15 minutes because he has to eat every 2 to 3 hours. After I breastfeed him, I'm gonna have to pump because I need to get up my milk supply. So it's a whole job. It's a whole thing. And that's why like I couldn't really be on YouTube and record and do all these things, because being with him is my priority. Raising him is my priority, and it's really a blessing, and I'm enjoying it, especially when I learn how to do things and I learn how to overcome. I'm an overcomer. But yeah, there's just so many emotions that hit you at once. But you know, I refuse to be depressed. I refuse to be frustrated. So hopefully all that made sense, but you know, I've been going through it, but I'm coming out strong, and I pray that, you know, soon I'll have an even greater testimony, that it'll be just so great and so sweet, and it'll just be amazing. I believe that God is going to do great things through this, and he's going to teach me a lot through this. My baby boy is a huge blessing. He is a huge blessing, and I enjoy those moments where I just overcome. Alright, so yeah, having my baby boy has been such a blessing. It is something that I know is changing me and transforming me, and I know it's something that God is going to use to just elevate me, because I'm learning so much about myself, good and bad, and I'm seeing things that God has to prune out of me and things that he has to grow in me. And I'm thankful for that. You know, you never want to stay the same level. You want to grow, you know, and so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to growing with my baby boy, and it's really truly a blessing to be a mom. You know, sometimes he cracks a little smile, and I love the cuddles that I have with him, and I'm just looking forward to just the growth that's gonna come, you know. I'm looking forward to just being better at this, you know, because I know that time is gonna come. But yeah, it's a lovely journey. All right, it's time to change a diaper. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I am looking forward to making more videos for you guys. I hope you guys are praying for me, and I hope you guys continue to subscribe to this channel and share it. Have an amazing day. Bye.